welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. Misses off the right eye. On offense here, the Bucks.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And here's Los Angeles. George looking around. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday goes in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And the Clippers have possession. 4-point game. Jackson against DiVincenzo. Jackson kicks to Batum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Now here is Holiday. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2. Here's Jackson, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Holiday, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Jackson. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Holiday, leading the fast break. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pass to Lopez. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Trains the three-pointer. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Jrue Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
He's covered by Rondo. There's the pass to Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And last season, Marcus Morris's name, one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
The shot by Rondo is no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Pass to Tucker. Down low to the middle. Here's Portis. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And a great move from Morris as he gets it to go.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Portis, the pass to Forbes. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started...
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Holiday against Rondo. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Holiday.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Rondo against Holiday. Rondo passes to Patterson. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Patterson's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Holiday with it. Outside Portis. Yes, that goes in.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. Pass to Morris. Back to Kennard. And the layup falls. Kennard's got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Passes it to Tucker. Portis kicks to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kennard, the pass to Morris. To the paint. Here's Patterson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Holiday looking for an opening. Right side, Portis. Middleton on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
Kennard on the wing. Morris outside. Back to Kennard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A different look for the Clippers. There's 1:54 left in the first half.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lopez kicks to Connaughton. And the pass to Giannis. Down low. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Clippers in the lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A shot by Batum, no good. It's tipped, stolen by Zubac. And George, here we go.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
The Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Defended by George. Pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 4.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
High post Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's DiVincenzo. And George with the block.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George. Just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
The Clippers keep it alive. Leonard the pass to George. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. George with no one around. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so it's Los Angeles. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Batum scanning the floor. Sinks the three-pointer. Batum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And it's Leonard missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Outside, George. Zubats in the post. Lopez is there. Got a piece of it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Jackson finds George. Now here's Batum. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Milwaukee with the rebound. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Jackson. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. The Clippers also changing it up. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Holiday inside. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. Rondo. Out to Morris. Pass to Patterson. Here's Rondo. Lopez covering. Rondo drives in. Misses from close range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a level of power and explosiveness. Leonard just tenacious at the rim.
Bucks trail by 7. Holiday left side. He dishes it to Tucker. The feed now to Lopez. Banked in off the glass. Lopez has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Lopez powering through that time.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And George, here we go. And that one drops. George has got 7 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
41 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He's got 7.
Boy, does that help. When Jrue Holiday's connecting from the 3-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
Outside, George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Shoots over Patterson, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Rondo passes to Oturu. And that one is stuffed right through.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. Giannis inside. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Morris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The pass to Mann. He's looking for Middleton and finds him inside. Antetokounmpo against Morris. 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Pass to Connaughton. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Oturu. Outside Rondo. Oh, Morris in position. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. And the Clippers with a change here too. Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Right side, Portis. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Clippers. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Leonard in for Marcus Morris. Pass to Mann. And here is Zubac. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Can they get it? Portis trying to free himself. And Antetokounmpo lays it in.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Leonard looking around. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, on nights where Kawhi Leonard piles up some points, he can make a big mark because of the offensive rebounding prowess.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Back to Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Jackson against DiVincenzo. Passes it to Zubac. Left block shot on the way. Good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
Outside Jackson. Mann passes to Oturu. Shoots over Portis. Oturu's shot is off. And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's a 10-point game. Down low. Moves back up. And it's good, 2 points.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. So the Clippers with the win. They came in here, and thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's time for the NBA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Leonard. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's tipped. From deep three-point range, the Trailblazers rebound. Clock at 6. Passes it to Powell.
Three straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lillard misses.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And again, the Clippers turn it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. Shot from the top of the key. Portland again missing.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No coverage that time.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
George looking around. Lets it go from the wing, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Lillard with the bucket.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Outside, George. Yep, it counts.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Over Jackson. And again, it's Portland converting.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's George. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The shot by Powell, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Batum attacking. Yep, that one goes in there.
Don't you love the awareness that Paul George brings to the table on a night-by-night basis? How about that pass?
Now Lillard, 8 points for him. Here's Nurkic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Leonard on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 8.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it, staying positive, and just being consistent, in our work and our preparation. It shines through, and, it hasn't failed us yet.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Rajon Rondo. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the shooting guard. Rondo scanning the floor. Pass to Patterson. All alone. But he gets it back. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. A 3 from McCollum. Tips it up. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Outside Rondo. That one falls.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Back to Covington. There's the triple. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Covington with the ball. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Nets the corner 3. McCollum's got 5 points so far. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Rondo. The pass to Oturu. Back to Rondo. 4 on the shot clock. Passes to Oturu. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Rondo can't get it to go.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, this is Enes Kanter's comfort zone. At the rack in a hurry.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 10-point game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mann. Excellent D from Cancer.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Simons. The feed to Cantor. A beautiful reverse layup. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Kennard. Can they get it? C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Simon. Back to Covington. McCollum outside. Here's Cantor. Misses in close.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 5. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed them. They took it up and that should...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in the point guard. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Batum. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes the 13-footer, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Lillard outside. Now the pass to Giles. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Here's Lillard. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Shot left block. And Portland again with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the paint. Here's Batum. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his first points of the night.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. He kicks to Powell. Jones up top. Down low. Here's Nurkic. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. Second chance effort. And it's Leonard missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
In the corner, George with it. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Out left to the wing. And here is Powell. No points in the game yet for him. And the basket by Jones.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson against Lillard. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. They retain possession. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the layup. Leonard's got 10.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Pass to Jones. Lillard from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Lillard looking around. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Patterson in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Simons. McCollum passes to Simons. To the inside. And stolen by Patterson. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Now here's McCollum. Shoots it. No good off the back of the rim.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Up top, Leonard, defended by Covington. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 13. McCollum, no good. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Nobody near Leonard. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McCollum passes to Anthony. That one goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
From deep, George. No good, shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Tipped away. Rondo with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he hits it. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Zubac against McCollum. And that one, good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Portland leading by 12. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Defended by George. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, Nurkic. Another shot. It's rebounded by Leonard. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, you have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
And George drops them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, the trick. It's an exciting Sunday night edition. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Holiday attacking. High post Lopez. Lets it go with the 3. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Just 2 to shoot. The shot by Powell, no good.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Holiday, and Holiday is right there.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Lillard. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw good. Damian Lillard. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Lillard surveying the D. Count that one.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Holiday. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket. Lillard outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. And the three off target. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by one. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Now here's Giannis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Holiday goes in. 14 feet away. Lopez, no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard from outside. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Holiday against Lillard. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Outside Holiday. It's good from long range. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Pass to Jones. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Lillard again missing.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. A miss that time would have put him up.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You won't get many chances either. Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Damian Lillard making And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know him.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Portis. Pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. Covington against Middleton. On deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now, here's Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's McCollum. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. They get it back. Cantor. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Cantor's got his second basket. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Portis. And it's off from 3-point range. Portland leading by 9. Inside. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And it's good for 2. Cantor's got 6 points.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Middleton outside. To the paint, stolen by Cantor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The throw good, McCollum.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. Now here is Holiday. He's got 5 to end the run. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. Over Holiday. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Now here is Holiday. He's tightly guarded. Trailblazers leading by 15. Here's Simons. Over Holiday. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Simons following the bucket by the Bucks. Back to Lillard. Lots of room. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 12.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Holiday goes in. And the shot goes down.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here is Lillard. 12 points for him. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 15. Holiday gets the bucket.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard with the bucket.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Lopez dishes to Holiday. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Now here's Powell. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folk.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Jones is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Feeds it to Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Middleton outside. There's the three. That one, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones kicks to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 18 points.
But Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Lopez outside. It's Giannis with the drive. Shakes him. And the dunk by Lopez.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 17-point game. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Jones with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Middleton drives in, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Puts one up from 19, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
And he banks in the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Middleton can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Jones kicks to Lillard. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the pass to Cannon. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Bucks trail by 21. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Trains it from beyond the arc. Connaughton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard outside. Tries a three. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Cantor finds Lillard. Back to Cantor. Now here's Lillard. They get it back.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Middleton. Lays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Now Lillard. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trail blitz. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And that one's good. Lillard.
And Leonard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Middleton outside. Over McCollum. Middleton can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shoots from the line. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here is Forbes. Kicks it to Tucker. Back to Forbes. Pass to Tucker. To the inside. Misses from short range. Trailblazers leading by 18. Lillard outside. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Middleton outside. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 6 points for Chris Middleton.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lillard outside. The dish to McCollum. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
He is guarded by McCollum. Pass to Forbes. From deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McCollum with the ball. From deep. No good that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Middleton on the wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. passes it to Portis. And the layup's good off the glass. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
McCollum finds Lillard. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 15 points here in the second half.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Kicks it down to Middleton and stolen by Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
He's guarded by McCollum, and there's the pass to Forbes. Left side Portis, the 8-footer, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
From deep three-point range, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Pass to Powell, to the middle. Takes it from 10. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects from three-point range.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Lillard dishes to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Portland no good that time either. Pass to Portis. And Anthony sends it back. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
And the Clippers starting 5. They've got Jackson. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now, here is George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Leonard kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Batum. The wide open look here for Holiday. Nailed from three-point land.
Drew Holiday's game that has improved the most is the deep ball.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Now here's Jackson. And George, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Holiday. He's got 5. The kick out to Lopez. Offline with his three. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Look from Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Comes up empty down low.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. Middleton the pass to Portis. Got a piece of it.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Morris.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Holiday. He has 5. He doesn't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Nobody near George. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Holiday is right there. Holiday's got 7 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Now here's Rondo. The rebound by Holiday. Down low, here's Forbes. It's tipped. Fast break, here they come. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Portis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Being able to go through adversity and come out.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's DiVincenzo. After Rajon Rondo's bucket, DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. Back to DiVincenzo. Leonard inside, guarded by Tucker.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Tucker dishes to Middleton. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Outside Rondo. The pass to Leonard. Back to Rondo. To the paint. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Outside Portis. Middleton against Leonard. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Now here's Middleton. To the middle. Here's Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Portis has got his first points of the game.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Rondo looking over the floor. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Tucker. The Bucks trail. Inside. Here's DiVincenzo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Leonard inside. Defended by Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles. For your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Oturu's shot is off. Bucks trail by 3. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. And Holiday, here we go. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, you look at Holiday. When you have that kind of upper body strength, you don't mind a little contact.
Now Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Oturu. Lopez covering, and the basket by Oturu.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday against Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Connaughton. Lets it fly from 18. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Leonard. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
George looking around. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Middleton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny? A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside, George. The long distance three is buried. George has got 7 points.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Holiday goes in. That one good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Clippers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
George against Lopez. Leonard inside, and that one goes long. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Outside Rondo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Upside Rondo. Outside for George. 14 feet away. Jump shot is good. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Giannis high post.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And George gets it to go.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Back to DiVincenzo. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Tucker finds DiVincenzo. Back to Tucker. Kicks it down to Middleton. Clock at 4. Passes to Forbes. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Rondo, pass to Patterson. Outside Rondo. Here's Mann, defended by DiVincenzo. And here's Morris for three. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. .141 left in the third quarter. Giannis kicks it to Tucker. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Mann. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That is his first foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. There's 1:17 left in the third. And the pass to Tucker. Dishes it to Forbes. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Morris. It's good on the putback. Morris has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
The putback doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, George. With 2 seconds left. The shot that time, not on target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Tucker. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Here is Forbes. He kicks it to Tucker. Middleton on the wing. Over George with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Jackson dishes to George. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Leonard the pass to Patterson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Here's Holiday. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Leonard gets it to go.
and they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
And I know this coaching staff loves seeing Lopez play a physical brand of basketball, even if it means he has to take a few knocks here and there.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Leonard, no luck.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Bucks passing it around. Lopez drives in, and Lopez throws it down.
And I love when Lopez attacks like this, putting his size and long strides to great use there.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Kennard finds Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Clippers lead by 8.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Holiday goes in. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Pass to Patterson. Launches it. Rebound, Milwaukee. To the inside. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jackson against Holiday. The layup missed. Clippers leading by 8. Jackson looking it over. And the 3 off target. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo. And the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got his first basket of the night.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Outside Leonard. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Leonard with the ball. From outside the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Nwora. Patterson defending. Antetokounmpo inside. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And the key for Lopez is playing strong. When he does this, he makes an impact on both ends.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 7. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. field. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward. Covington against Morris. Covington passes to Nurkic. Good on the 13-footer.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And here's George. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets it go from 14. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. That's his first foul. From deep, George. Here's Leonard. George trying to break free. And it's Leonard missing.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. That 3 off the mark. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by George, no good.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Covington wide open, he fires. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Powell, no one around him, drills it from outside.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Rondo. The pass to George. George double teamed. Back to Rondo. Lets it go from deep. Man, it's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Simons. Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Pass to Kanter. Down low. Here's Jones. Kanter trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 50 seconds left to play in the first. Anthony down low, defended by Batum, and Cantor able to finish.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here is Rondo. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. Patterson can't get it to go.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
McCollum outside. And they pick up 2.
You gotta love McCollum's game. His floater is soft but depth.
Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland out in front, up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Lillard's checked in for McCollum. And so here's Portland. They lead by 4. Here's Kanter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
And for Portland, they're shooting a lot less. They're 38% for the game, struggling so far. That one goes. Count it. Anthony's got his first bucket of the night. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Batum passes to O'Toole. It's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Lobs it up for Kanter.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Rondo passes to Mann. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Batum.
The length Batum has allowing him to be effective is hard to match up against in these type of situations.
Kanter finds Lillard. Back to Kanter. Passes it to Simons. 5 on the clock.
Yeah, way to play.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Jones. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Leonard to the middle. Zubac's no good. Portland leading by 10. Powell against Leonard. Powell kicks to Giles. Back to Powell. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Morris. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. Launches a three. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside, George. Ring shot on the way. Zubac's the pass to Morris. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers trail by 11. Leonard attacking. And it's sent back by Lillard. They get it back and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Jackson misses. In the corner, Powell with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And so that's the end of the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's George. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Nurkic up top. Lillard on top, guarded by Jackson. Leonard against Jones. And the shot goes in. Jones has got his second bucket. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. George against McCollum. And yes, it's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Trailblazers leading by 15. Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. He kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And it's sent back by George. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Back to McCollum. The pass to Lillard. From the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Clippers trail by 13. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And it goes down 2 points.
Wow, and Morris just trucking it down the court, showing a real desire to finish it in transition.
Lillard outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 9 points. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. And the basket by McCollum.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Rondo on the double team. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Lock at 6. Pass to Nurkic. Over Patterson. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers trail by 17. 1:03 left to play in the third. Outside Rondo. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Good on the bucket. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. He doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Now Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. From deep. It's hauled in by George.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
The shot's good from Kennard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard with it. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Buries it from three-point range. Simons has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo can make.
Here's Simons to the paint. Here's Anthony. Kanter, the pass to Powell. Back to Kanter. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Simons. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Rondo with the ball. Kanter covered. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A three from Leonard. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here is Powell. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Simons, the pass to Kanter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Kanter's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Here's Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter. And he knocks down the first one.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Kanter. Shoots over Zubac. Kanter's shot is off. Clippers trail by 19. Jackson dishes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. Second chance shot. Rondo passes to Zubac. Stolen by Kanter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Powell dishes to McCollum. For three. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Now the Clippers moving it up. Good on the shot.
Well, a guy that simply brings toughness to the hardwood. Rondo, he isn't bothered by a little contact.
Portland leading by 17. Pass to Kanter. Back to Powell. Count that one.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Outside Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has a pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection.
McCollum outside. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 17. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Rondo.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
McCollum finds Covington. McCollum outside. Inside. Takes it out to Covington. Lets it go with a three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Portland.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Damian Lillard.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Down low, knocked loose. And a strong finish with two hands.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Los Angeles. They trail by 14. It's good.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Here's Simons. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Downtown Milwaukee, and they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Pass to Covington. McCollum outside. Giannis grabs the miss.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Passes it to McCollum. Nurkic with it. Takes the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. In the corner, Middleton with it. Kept alive. Giannis gets to Middleton. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum against Antetokounmpo. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Back to Lillard from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Holiday. There's the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Nurkic. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. To the inside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Giannis.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Beyond the arc. Lillard misses. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Middleton for 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic trying to get open. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. To the middle. Lopez against Nurkic. Lopez inside, and the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lillard outside. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Nurkic kicks to Powell. No good with the triple. Lillard against Middleton. And the shot goes in. Tie game in Milwaukee. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range, wow. He discusses with us his...
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. Outside Holiday. That shot, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Bucks with possession here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From past the arc. And again, the Bucks miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Floats one up, and Jones sends it back. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He feeds it to Cantor. Lays it up off the glass. Cantor's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Here's Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Outside Holiday, and he's good on the 3-ball. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry, and you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
Just 5 to shoot. Anthony down low, guarded by Tucker.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard outside. Right at the free throw line. And that's good for 2. Lillard's got 5 now.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough. This guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Lillard surveying the D. It's good.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Giannis against Anthony. Lopez left side. And stolen by Lillard. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And good that time. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Middleton on the wing. Lets it fly. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Now Lillard. He's got 9. With some arc, and that one good. He's got 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even, and he doesn't get talked about that. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside, Covington. McCollum finds Lillard. But they get it back. Another shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Passes to Powell. McCollum against Middleton. 5 to shoot.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Gora, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
Covington kicks to Lillard. From downtown, the rebound by the Bucks. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got 7.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Here's Middleton. That one off the back iron and out.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Nobody near Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Middleton with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Giannis against Covington. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Middleton. That's good from 17 feet away. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Holiday against Lillard. Over Holiday, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Middleton can't get it to go. Portland leading. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Anthony dishes to Lillard. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Count the basket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Middleton. Feeds to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's not easy to guard Middleton in pick and roll sets because he can beat you in a lot of ways. I mean, give him space, he'll pull it up. Stay up on him, and he'll thread the needle with the pass.
Lillard against Howard. Here is Lillard. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got 8.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Kicks it down to Middleton. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers up 4. And we'll... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in it with the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks trail by 4. Here is Forbes. Shoots from 12. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Simons surveying the D. It's McCollum on the wing. And another 3 for Portland.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Forbes. And for Portland, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Here's Simons. And the shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Connaughton. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Cullen passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Over to the left wing. Simons, the pass to Cannon. No good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Down low. There's Portis. And Portis throws it down. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
And there's the pass to Pop. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Yep, that one goes.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Pass to Ganner. Back to Powell. Cantor against Lopez. Out to the right wing. Lillard from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Now, here's Cantor. And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.